Today we are going to discuss about the operating system lesson. Okay, now it's 3. We will start. I'll share my screen. I have uploaded this note to your group. Just take that one also. Okay. So this is the note. We are going to discuss competency 5. Competency 5 uses operating system to manage the functionality of a computer. Okay, mainly they have pointing out about the okay. So what? Competency 5 uses operating system to control the functionality of the computer. Now computer, you all know, now you are having hardware. We have discussed about the total computer system. Okay, right, put the heading, Puta. Put the heading first one. Put the heading competency 5. Competency 5. Competency 5. Competency 5. Heading එක දාගන්න පුතා. Uses operating system to manage the functionality of a computer. Functionality of a computer. Then under that, put the subheading defines the term computer operating system and investigate its need in the computer systems. Put the heading competency 5 and put the subheading 5.1. Put the heading competency 5 uses operating system to manage the functionality of computers. 5.1 defines the term computer operating system OS and investigate its need in computer systems. I have asked to put the main heading. Today we are going to discuss operating system lesson. We are going to start this operating system lesson. Competency 5 uses operating systems to manage the functionality of the computer. Then 5.1 defines the term computer operating system OS and investigates its need in computer systems. So here you can see they have given introduction to the computer operating system. You will have to know what is operating system and for what purpose you are using the operating system. Okay. Right. Evaluation. Right. So we are going to discuss these points: introduction to computer operating system, evolution of OS, main functions of operating system. Okay. So mainly we have to discuss these things. Defines the operating system, briefly describe the evolution of operating system, identifies the main functions and the abstractions, directories, files and data provided by the operating system to use the user, describe how the operating system manage the resources of the computer, classifications of operating system based on their users based on their users and tasks. So these are the main things that we are going to discuss in this part 5.1. So I have asked you to put the main heading competency 5 කියන එක heading එක දාගන්න. ඒක යටතේ 5.1 define the computer operating systems කියන එක දාගන්න. Okay, my first question. Right. My first question. What is total computer system? What do you know about total computer system? What do you know about total computer system? Tell me. What do you know about total computer system? Chat it down. What is total computer system? What are the main things? Anika, just tell me. What is total computer system? Input, process, output. Is that? Input, process, output. Is that? Anyone? What are the three main tasks performed by the computer? The three main tasks performed by the computer: input, process, output. Now here they are asking, what is total computer system? What is total computer system? Right? So when you consider about the computer system, right? When you consider about the computer system, we can divide it into four main categories. Okay? Four main categories. What are the four main categories? First one, hardware. Okay? First one, hardware. First one, hardware. Then, now you all know. What? Software. Then, liveware. And finally, it will be firmware. Right? When you consider about the computer system you can divide into four main categories. So that is hardware, software, liveware and firmware. Software we can divide into two. Right? Software you can divide into two. How you can divide the software? How you can divide the software? Tell me. How you can divide the software? Hardware. Hardware, two types of hardware. What are two types of hardware? What are two main categories? Two main internal hardware and we can take external hardware, no? Right? Internal hardware, external hardware. So here you can categorize them into input devices, output devices, right? Input devices, output devices, storage devices, right? Memory device, then processing device. Okay, so these are the main things. When you consider about the hardware, you can divide it into hardware, internal hardware and external hardware. Okay, right? When you consider about this internal and external hardware, that also can categorize into input devices, output devices, storage devices, memory devices and processing devices. Okay, right. When you consider about the software, what are types of software available? What are types of software available? System software, and application software. Very good. Application software. Then the system software, then Malidu, the system software we can divide operating system, utility, language translators, right? Translators, right? Like that. Firmware means mainly user. Liveware means mainly user. What is firmware? Firmware. What is firmware? Give some examples. Firmware. What are the firmware examples? We have discussed this thing in the first lessons. Okay, firmware, total computer system we have discussed. Firmware, yes, BIOS, then post, boot loader, bootstrap programs, like that. Many programs are there. This is what? Manufacturer developed programs, neither. Program. It's embedded, neither. Embedded means it is on the chip. Mainly, it is inside what? PROM chip, neither. PROM chip. Make a ROM chip. That can't edit by the user. When you consider about the computer system we can categorize as hardware, software, liveware and firmware. If all these units are together, then only you can do a task. You can do some tasks using the computer if all the parts are there in the computer. Right? All the things are there and there's no one to operate liveware. Okay? Right? Then that is not a computer system. Right? All the things are there, firmware programs are there, not there. Firmware. With the help of the firmware program only, the operating system we can load into main memory. Okay? When you switch on the computer, what will happen? It will carry out some process called booting process. Okay, booting process. So booting means you have installed your operating system into the hard disk, secondary memory. Okay, or the operating system is in a CD or DVD. So with the help of the firmware program, it will find where the operating system is. With the help of that operating system, it will load and control all the hardware devices in the computer. So if the firmware program is not there, what will happen? If the firmware program is not there, you can't do the booting part. Boot karanna bෑ. Neda? Okay. Power on self-testing. BIOS, basic input output system. Power on self-testing. So when you switch on, it will check. With the help of that program, it will check all the necessary hardware devices are working properly. If it is working properly, only the computer will switch on. Otherwise, it is not switching on. Okay, right? So post, power on self-testing. It will check the memory, RAM. It will check the CPU. It will check the motherboard. It will check the hard disk. Right? All these units are working together, working properly. If it is working properly, then it will go to the next step. Okay, if something wrong with the operating system, something wrong with the memory RAM, what will happen? It will indicate to the user with some beep sound. Beep beep කියලා sounds පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒ beep sound එකත් එක්කලා it will give the user an alarm. Okay, this RAM is not working, this hard disk is not working. Okay, so that instructions will be passing through the beep sounds. Okay, right. Put a heading, what is total computer system, and draw this small diagram. Put what is total computer system. What is total computer system, and just copy down this one. What is total computer system කියලා දැම්ම computer system එක ගත්තොත් computer system hardware, software, liveware, firmware, these things together we are calling as a computer system. What is total computer system කියලා දාගන්න. So hardware, software, liveware, firmware. When you consider about the hardware we can separate as internal hardware and external hardware. So altogether there can be input devices, output devices, then storage devices, memory devices, and processing devices. Software we can categorize as system software and application software. In system software, so this is the main part that we are going to discuss. In software, the system software, operating system, utility program, and language translators. These are things that we are going to discuss. Then application software, liveware, the user, and firmware, BIOS, host, bootloader. So this is we are calling as manufacturer developed programs that is embedded to ROM chip, right? So these programs has installed to the ROM chip. ROM chip එක ඇතුළට දාලායි තියෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට ROM එකට මොන හරි වුණොත් ප්‍රශ්නයක්. Okay, finish with that. Good. How about the others? So write down what is a software. What is a software? If you have finished writing this, answer to these questions. What is software and what is firmware? If you have finished writing this, answer to do these two questions. What is software? What is firmware? Answer them. What is software? What is firmware? Okay, if you have finished, then put the message yes. Computer systems ලියලා ඉවර කට්ටිය yes කියන message එක දාන්න. If you have finished, try to answer to these two questions. What is software? කට්ටිය ඉන්නව නේද ඉවර කරන්න. If you have finished, just put the message. We are waiting for you. Right, we'll go for the new one. Right, now I have asked what is a software? What is a software? Now they are asking something like this: input 3 numbers and display the total. Okay, so this is the problem that we are having. This is the problem that we are having. They are asking to input 3 numbers and display the total. So how we can do this one? We can write start input num1, input num2, input num3. So that means 3 numbers. How you can find the total of that? Total equal the input numbers we have to add num1 plus num2 plus num3. Then finally you have to display the total. You have to display the total and you have to stop. Okay, so you have started, right? Then you have input first number, second number, third number. Then you have add these numbers together and you are displaying the output and you are stopping the program. So this is a kind of simple program, but this is written in simple English language. This is we are calling as pseudocodes, right? So what our requirement? Our requirement is input 3 numbers and display the total of them. Okay, right? So we have started input these ones. For this input, what we can do? We can use the keyboard. We can use the keyboard, right? We are using the keyboard. With the help of the keyboard, you are entering the data. When you enter data, this will go to RAM. You all know the computer block diagram. From the RAM, it will pass to CPU. Inside the CPU, you are having what? Memory register, ALU and CU. So it will do the necessary operation and again the result will be sent into the RAM. Now that will be that still can't see, so because of that you have to send this one to output device. So what is the output device that we are having? Monitor or the screen or the projector, right? So what you have done here, you have used the keyboard, RAM, the memory device, the CPU, the processing device and the output device. Okay, right? Now you have used this program. So this is a program. This is a program. Okay, or software. So this software program helps to solve a problem. What it's solving? Input 3 numbers and display the total. Normally ඔයගොල්ලන් අතින් එකතු කර ඉන්නෝනේ, but here they have given a program. With the help of that program, what you can do? You can input the numbers. So it will display interface, right? Something like this. Number 1. Something like this. Number 2. Right? Number 3. Right? Total. Okay. When you click on cal, right? There's a button called cal. When you click on cal, what will happen? It will whatever the numbers that you have input here, think you have put 10, 10, 10, right? When you click on cal, what will happen? When you click, mouse click, mouse එක ගිනලා මෙතන click කරනවා. When you click on this thing, what will happen? It will add and it will display 30. Then you are having another button to clear this one. Clear. When you click on clear, what will happen? These all the things will be blank again. Again you can enter numbers and you can take the calculation again. Okay. So software program. What is software program? What is software? Set of instructions given to the computer. Set of instructions given to the computer to solve a problem or problems, right? So what is a software? Software is a set of instructions given to the computer using a computer language to solve a problem. So that kind of thing we are calling as a software, right? I think you all can understand. So to do that, you are involving some hardware devices. To input the numbers, you are using the keyboard, right? The RAM is involving to store these values. Then the CPU do the necessary process and giving the result back to the RAM. Then from the RAM, it will send it to the monitor. Okay, hardware devices. With the help of this software program, it will control the hardware devices to get that result. Result produce කරන්න, they are using this hardware devices. So the main purpose of the hardware software is to control the hardware devices and do some tasks. නේද? එක tasks කරන්න. Okay. Can you all understand what I have mentioned? Can you understand? Can you understand what I have mentioned? Right. Okay, then now you are having some idea. What is a software? Write down. A software is a software is set of instructions. A software is set of instructions given to the computer. Set of instructions given to the computer. Set of instructions given to the computer. Using a programming language, using a computer 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 programming language, to solve a an identified problem. To solve an identified problem. To solve an identified problem. To solve an identified problem. Example, write a there's no special code, Puta. If the code they are asking, then you have to give this part. Ask him to give this code. Right. You're okay, right? For the example, right? Write a pseudocode to input 3 numbers and display the total of them. Write a pseudocode to input 3 numbers and display the total of them. Okay. So pseudocode means a solution that we are writing with simple English language. Okay. So you can write this one. Start input number 1, input number 2, input number 3, total equal num1 plus num2 plus num3, display total and stop. Write down there. Now you all know we need a program to solve some solution, to write some solutions. එතකොට computer එකේ මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආවොත් ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට මොන හරි solution එකක් ලියන්න આવොත් we have to use a programming language. Programming language means what? A language that can talk or communicate with the computer hardware devices. Programming language එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Right? Programming language එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ a language that can communicate with the hardware devices. Hardware devices එකලා communicate කරන්න පුළුවන් language එකක්. With the help of that language, what we can do, we can ask the computer, we can ask the hardware devices to do some process for us. අපි වෙනුවෙන් මොන හරි process එකක් කරන්න කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? Okay. Just write down with that. Start input number 1, number 2, number 3, then take the total. Dilon මොකෝ Dilon
සම ලැපින් ඉන්ඩියල් කෝඩ් එක හැවුනේ
දැන් අර කෝඩ් එක දුන්නේ දැන් අපි දීපු එකද
ඔව් සර්
ඒක දීපුව හරිය ගියානේ
නෑ සර් මම ෆෝන් එකෙන් දැන් ආවා සර් ඒ කෝඩ් එක දුන්නා සර් ගත්තේ නෑ සර්
මෙන්න මෙතන මේ තියෙන්නේ සමහරකට මෙන්න මේ කෝඩ් එක තමයි අහන්නේ
නෝර ස්ලෑෂ් දින කෝඩ් එකනේ
ඔව් මෙන්න මේක
ඒක ගෑවුවා
ඒක දුන්නා
ඒක ඔව් සර්
බලමු දැන් අපි චුට්ටක් ලිව්වා තේ මේකේ පොඩක් ගන්න නෝට් එක I will ask someone to put a photo of the note to the group. Okay, so we are discussing just input 3 numbers and display the total of them. Input 3 numbers and display the total of them. So we need to write this code. Start input number 1, input number 2, input number 3, total equal num1 plus num2 plus num3, display total and stop. Okay, finished. Okay, Buddha, just draw this diagram. Keyboard, RAM, monitor, no need to write output. Monitor, then CPU, MR, ALU, CU. Right, after finish writing this solution with the simple English language, draw this diagram. Keyboard, RAM, and the monitor, CPU with these arrows. Arrows ටික ලස්සනට දාලා එක ලියන්න. So these are the hardware devices that we are involving to write the solution. Okay, draw the diagram. Keyboard, RAM, monitor, CPU. Inside CPU, MR, ALU, and CU. Right. If you have finished drawing the diagram, okay, under that, right, the above program the above program uses the above program uses different hardware devices different hardware devices to achieve the final result. To achieve the final result. In a new line, the operating system helps to execute the program and to control the hardware devices according to the program requirement according to the program requirement according to the program requirement according to the program requirement. According to the program requirements. Right. දැන් බලන්න පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක් නේ තියෙන්නේ. ස්ටාර්ට් කරලා තියෙනවා මම. right. ඊට පස්සේ මම ඉන්පුට් කරලා තියෙනවා නම්බර්ස් ටිකක් නේද? ඉන්පුට් කරලා තියෙනවා නම්බර්ස් ටිකක්. ඒක මම ගන්නම් ABC කියලා දැන්. ඉන්පුට් ABC. ABC කියන්නේ නම්බර්ස් ටික. total total is equal a plus b plus c, then display total, and finally you have to stop. Okay, start input abc, total equal a plus b plus c, display total, stop. Okay, program එක අර ඉස්සෙල්ලා ලියපු program එකම තමයි මම steps ටිකක් අඩු කරගත්තා, පහකින් ලිව්වා ඉස්සෙල්ලා හතක් තිබිච්ච එක. හරිද? දැන් මෙහෙම කරපුවාම what will happen? Now as I said, keyboard is there. Keyboard, right? Keyboard, the hardware device. And then after you input the values, you are inputting 5, 6, 7. Okay, you are inputting 5, 6, 7. So it will directly go to RAM, random access memory. So what will happen inside the RAM? They are creating 3 locations. A කියලා location එක create කරගන්න මේ, A, B කියලා location එක create කරගන්නවා, C කියලා location එකක් create කරගන්නවා. එතකොට මේ වලට value එක එන කලින් ඒගොල්ලන් ඉන්නේ. එතකොට value එක දෙන්නේ 5, 6, 7. හරිද? එතකොට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? දැන් මේ values ටික කොහෙද store වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? This has stored in the RAM එකේ තියෙන්නේ. But still RAM can't perform any calculation. RAM can't perform any calculation. So because of that, අර store කරලා තියාගෙන ඉන්නේ ඒවා ටික දෙනවා මෙයාට. ඇයි ඒකට හේතුව ඔන්න input කරපු ඒවා store කරගත්තා. Now they are mentioning here. මෙතනදී මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? This is the process. This is the process. Process. Right? Process. Input, process and the output. So this is the process. Total equal a plus b plus c. So now what will happen? In the computer, CPU. This is the CPU. CPU. So here you are having register. Then you are having ALU. Then you are having control unit. CPU ke තියෙන parts ටික නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ. CPU ke තියෙන parts ටික. Now what will happen? Now what will happen? This data send to the CPU. So it will take by the register. Register ke තියාගන්න 5, 6, 7 කියන ඒවා ටික. ALU එක. Now what will happen? It will calculate the total. How? A plus B plus C. So 5 plus 6, 11 plus 7, 18. Okay, 18. And this result will be passed into RAM. Now what will happen? Inside the RAM, total is there. So it will have stored 18. Now in the program they are asking to display the total. So what will happen? The calculated total is now displaying on the screen. Screen එකේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? It will display 18 total. Now when the operation is going on, the control unit controls the ALU, controls the register, it will control the output device, it will control the keyboard, and it will control the RAM. Okay, so now you can see these things are controlling according to what? According to the operating system. Give an example for operating system. Give an examples for operating system. Give an examples for operating system. මොනවාද operating system එකට example එක? කො කට්ටිය මාත් එක්කලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. Linux, right? So think this is Linux. Or Unix. Or operating system එක. Now I am using Windows. Okay, right? So with the help of this Windows operating system, what will happen? What will happen? If the operating system is not there, you can't do anything. So operating system, it will send the signal to the control unit. Okay, control the keyboard like this, control the RAM like this, control the screen like this. Okay, so all the controlling part is going with the control unit, right? It will control all the input, output, storage devices. It will control the operation according to what? According to the operating system, right? You can install this program, the written program, because of the operating system. Operating system එක තියෙන හින්දා තමයි මේ operating system එක උඩින් තමයි මේ software එක ලියන්නේ. operating system එකේ තියෙන හින්දා තමයි මේකට run වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් run වෙන්න බෑ. මේ කියන එක දෙයක්වත් input කරන්න, output කරන්න, total එක ගන්න කියන ඒවා එකක්වත් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ operating system එක නැත්තම්. මේ machine එකේ hardware devices වලට කිසිම දෙයක් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේ hardware devices වලින් අපිට ප්‍රයෝජනෙ ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ මේ hardware devices වලින් ප්‍රයෝජනෙ ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ මේ operating system එක මේගොල්ලන්ගෙන් වැඩ ටික ගන්න දන්නවා නම් විතරයි. හරිද? When you consider about the Linux, different types of operations are going on. When you consider about the Windows, different types of operations are going on. Different types of software programs available with the Windows. නේද? ඔයගොල්ලන් දන්නවා Apple එක කියලා යන්නේ Apple software programs. Windows එක කියලා යන්නේ Windows ඒවා. Linux එක කියලා යන්නේ Linux softwares. So that means the operating system, whatever the operating system that you have installed, must be support to the program that you have given. හරිද? එතකොට මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? දැන් මේ operating system එක තියෙනවා. OS එක, operating system. මේ operating system එක උඩින් තමයි කවුද ඉන්නේ? ඔයා ලියපු application එක. application software program එක. මේ තියෙන application එකක්. right? මේ තියෙන application එකක්. application software program එක. මේ application software program එක තියෙන්නේ කොහෙද? මේ operating system එක උඩ. දැන් මේ operating system එකෙන් මොකද කරන්නේ? යා දෙනවා instructions ටක් ගාලා කාටද? hardware devices වලට. hardware devices වලට. මෙයා ටක් ගාලා signals ටික දෙනවා hardware devices වලට. එතකොට operating system එක තමයි මේ hardware devices ටික ඔක්කොම control කරන්නේ මේ application එකට අවශ්‍ය result එක right result එක generate කරන්න. මතක තියාගන්න. So operating system is the main software program running on the computer. Computer system එකේ run වෙන main software program එක තමයි operating system එක. So this operating system control all the operations in the computer. හැම operation එකක්ම control කරන්නේ කවුද? operating system එක. If something happen to the operating system, you can't do anything. Okay? Right? ඔන්න දැන් මට අවශ්‍ය තැනට දැන් ආවා. Right? එතකොට CPU කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා central processing unit එක. අපේ processor එක microprocessor එක. With the help of the microprocessor, it will control all the hardware devices. It will control all the operation, all the arithmetic functions. But according to what? According to the operating system. According to the operating system. So now you are having some idea. Operating system is the main software program running on the computer to build up an interface between the computer hardware and the liveware. Computer hardware and the liveware. හරිද? ඔන්න හොඳට ඔලුවට ගන්න. මම හිතනවා මේ දේ තේරෙන්නේ නැති කියලා. Okay? Right. Can you understand? Can you understand? ටිකක් කල්පනා කරන්න. Okay, good. Okay. Right, put the heading පුතා. Right, put the heading. Operating system. Operating system. Under that, right? Operating system. Under that, right? This is the main software program. 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 Running in the computer system. Running in the computer system. Running in the computer system. to control the to control all the to control all the hardware devices and the operating system is the main software program running in the computer to control all the hardware devices and build an user interface to communicate the user with the computer hardware devices to build an user interface to communicate the user with the computer hardware devices with the computer hardware devices. In a new line, the OS performs two main functions. Managing hardware devices. Second one, creating user interfaces. So the operating system can do two main functions. Inside this, many sub functions are there. So the two main functions are managing the hardware devices as well as creating a user interface. Okay, the operating system performs two main functions. What are two main functions? Managing the hardware devices. Now you all know hardware devices: input devices, output devices, memory devices, storage devices, processing devices, right? So these are hardware devices. All the hardware devices are managed by the computer operating system, as well as creating a user interface. Now here we are having a user interface. Through the user interface only we are communicating. Google Meet is an application that we are using for communication, conference. This Google Meet is running on the operating system. Operating system එක නැත්තම් මේක run වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Okay, so this Google Meet is running on Windows. The Google Meet is running on the Android. Right? Okay, the Google Meet is running on the Linux. Because of that, this program, so you can get an idea, this Google Meet software program running on different platforms, different operating systems. Different operating systems so make run වෙනවා කියලා කියනවා. Okay, so what are the two main functions performed by the computer? So that is main functions performed by the operating system. OS means operating system, managing the hardware devices as well as creating the user interface. Right, ටග්ගල් දාගන්න පුතා මේ ටික ලියාගත්ත නේද? Write down the OS performs two main functions. First one, managing hardware devices. Second one, creating user interface. Right, now you are having some idea. දැන් මොන හරි අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා මොකක්ද මේ අපි කරන්න යන lesson එක කියලා. We are going to discuss about the operating system. When we are considering about the operating system, it is the main software program. It is the main software program running in the computer. Without the operating system, you can't switch on the computer even. Why? Because each and every operation is controlled by the operating system. When you move the mouse, the cursor is moving on the screen. When you move the mouse, what will happen? The cursor is moving on the screen. The cursor is moving on the screen. So that is controlling by the operating system. When you type something, it will display on the output device. Right? It will display on the output device. This is controlling by the operating system. All the arithmetic functions are performing by the operating system inside the processor. Okay, so just try to understand this thing. Okay, basic එක ඔන්න මම දීලා ඉවරයි. Basic එක දීලා ඉවරයි. දැන් ඕකත් එක්ක තමයි අපේ lesson එක යන්නේ දිගටම. Okay, I'll take my presentation. So this first one. What is total computer system? I have given that is hardware, software and liveware. So these things okay. So I have given another question. What is firmware? All the manufactured software programs that is stored in the ROM chip can be known as firmware. The booting programs are embedded to ROM. Right. Write down this one. What is firmware? Write the answer. I have given the question what is software program and second question is what is firmware. Ne? So we have discussed about what is software. Many things we have discussed. Now I have given firmware. Write the answer. मेरा आंसर एक कॉपी करेगा. Okay, beta. Finish. Finish writing this part. Firmware. Yes. How about the others? Firmware vitarai. Firmware. All the manufacturer written software programs, that is stored in the ROM chip can be known as firmware. The booting programs are embedded to ROM chip. So this is we are calling as the ROM programs. Now you can understand. So we have discussed about the total computer system, hardware, software, liveware and firmware. බලන්න කොච්චර ලේසිද. එතකොට hardware කියන දේවල් ටික අපි දන්නවා. Then we know about the software. Now you are having some idea about the software. We are having something called application programs. We are having something called operating system. Okay, so operating system is the main program. It will control all the other programs as well as the hardware devices. Then the liveware is the user. Firmware, it is developing by the manufacturers who are like the people who are producing these computers. Computer manufacturers ला මේ hardware devices මේ programs ඔක්කොම manufacture කරන කට්ටිය. When they are developing these hardware programs, they are embedding inside the computer there is something called ROM program. So it is embedded to the ROM chip. So the ROM chip, it's a kind of hardware. So that chip is fixed to the motherboard. Okay. So with the help of the ROM chip, what will happen? It will give the necessary instructions to the secondary storage devices where the operating system hold. Operating system එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? Computer hard disk එකේ. Operating system එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? CD-ROM එකේ. Operating system එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? DVD-ROM එකේ. Operating system එක තියෙන්නේ කොහෙද? Pen drive එකේ. Bootable pen drive එකේ. Bootable pen drive. Right? Boot partition. So what is this boot? Booting means from where we have to find out the operating system. එතකොට boot කියන එකේ මේ booting කියන part එකේ right? Boot partition. Computer hard disk එකේ boot partition එක C drive එකේ තමයි operating system එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ. So that is the boot partition. So what will happen? The ROM chip has ROM programs. In the ROM program, that booting program is there. So what will happen when you are switching on the computer? This booting program is searching for the operating system. It will go and check in the computer hard disk according to the priority. Priority එක දීලා තියෙන විදිය hard disk එක නම් ඉස්සෙල්ලා බලන්න ඕනේ. It will go to the hard disk and find in the booting drive and finding the operating system and taking it back and putting it to the RAM එකට දානවා. Then only you can see the screen. You can see the interface. When you move the mouse, you can work. When you type, it will display on the screen. After booting process finished. So what is booting? Taking the operating system from the boot partition and putting it to the RAM, primary memory. Then only the operating system take the control over all the hardware devices. Till that you can't do anything. නේද? ඒකනේ ඔයගොල්ලන් කියන්නේ මගේ කම්පියුටරේ boot වෙන්න ගොඩක් වෙලා යනවා. මගේ කම්පියුටරේ start වෙන්න ගොඩක් වෙලා යනවා. ගොඩක් වෙලාවකට පස්සේ තමයි මට මොන හරි එකක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. That is the booting process. So what will happen when it is booting up? It will find out the necessary hardware devices, necessary programs are there in the computer. හරිද? ඔකට කියන operating system එකේ kernel program එක කියලා. Right? Someone tell me what is the capacity of Windows operating system? What is the capacity of Windows operating system එකේ capacity එක එහෙම දන්නවද? කවුරු හරි එක්කෙනෙක්. ටගා කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? Go to this one. Windows 10 එකේ වගේ ගමු. චුට්ටක් බලන්න මෙතන මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. විනාඩියක් ගන්න. Okay, so they have given starting with May 2019 the system requirements for hard drive size for clean installation of Windows 10 as well as new PCs change to maximum of 32 GB, right? Operating system එක 32 GB they have given, right? 32 large drive requirement is set to leave spaces for the user to install app and to keep the data on the device. Then මොකක්ද මේ කියලා තියෙන්නේ? So they have mentioned the capacity of the operating system is, right, nearly 32 GB. We need the space. Ne the Windows 10 ekata. Ne Windows 10. So they have given 32 GB. We need 32 GB space for the Windows operating system. Okay, now just tell me. Now you all know with the Windows operating system, when you plug any device, automatically it will identify. If you think about the printer drivers, all the other hardware devices, keyboard, mouse and other things, automatically it will identify. All the drivers are there, driver software. Then another driver software කියලා මොකක්ද කියලා? Driver software කියලා කියන්නේ to run this each and every unit, you need the driver software අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා හැම එකේම. හරිද? හැම එකටම driver software අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා නේද? අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම මෙතන ගත්තොත් එහෙම ඔන්න අපේ sound එක තියෙනවා. මම මෙතනින් ගන්න sound එක ඔය ගියා. නේද? අපේ playback, speaker, properties අපි යනවා levels වලට, enhance, advance, right? ඔය දේවල් වලට ගිහලා මේ හැම එකක්ම control වෙන්නේ, right? මේ හැම එකක්ම වැඩ කරනවද නේද? මේ දේවල් ඔක්කොම දාලා තියෙන දේවල් properties, right? This device is working properly. මේ තියෙන drivers ගැන විස්තරයක් තියලා තියෙනවා Microsoft Windows එකලා නේද? මේ හැම එකක්ම control වෙන්නේ මේ drivers එකලා හැම device එකක්ම. Okay, right? Like that in the Windows they have given the driver softwares too. Okay, now we are having 32 GB Windows operating system. Right, now I have mentioned what I have mentioned here. මම කිව්වා මෙතන keyboard එක තියෙනවා නේද? ඊට පස්සේ මේකෙන් යනවා primary memory. I have mentioned about the RAM. So here you are having secondary memory. So that is hard disk drive. Then output නේද? Then CPU. මෙන්න මෙහෙම කිව්වා. Now I have mentioned keyboard. When you switch on the computer, the operating system is loaded into primary memory කියලා කිව්වා. The operating system is loaded into primary memory. The operating system capacity is 32 GB. What is the capacity of primary RAM? ඔයගොල්ලන් ගෙදර තියෙන RAM එකේ capacity එක කොච්චරද? hardware device එකක් තියෙනවා RAM කියලා. What is the capacity of RAM? Right, Windows key and the post key. Right, here I have some details. What is the RAM capacity of this one? I have Windows 10. What is the RAM capacity? Of this machine? Ko balla kiyanna godak gala. What is the RAM capacity of this machine? 8 GB. From here you can see 8 GB. Right? Processor speed is 1.60. Maximum we can go to 1.80. i5 means Quad-Core. Trademark Intel. Intel එකෙන් තමයි මේ processor එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ i5 එක. chipset එක 8250 නේද? CPU at 1.6. එතකොට manufacturer කවුද කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්? core එක i5 ඒ කියලා කියන්නේ cores 4ක් තියෙනවා. නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ 1.6 ගානේ 4ක් තියෙනවා. නේද? Physically this is one processor, but logically it has divided into 4 1.60 gigahertz. ඒ වගේ 4ක් තියෙනවා. right? i5 කියලා කියන්නේ නේද? i5 right? i3 i5 i7 they are having quad core. Normally they are having quad core. Okay, high speed. So here we are having the capacity 8 GB RAM, but the operating system is 32 GB. Can we load this operating system to this one? Can we load? හොඳට මේ දේවල් මතක තියාගන්න. මේ පොඩි එකේ ඉඳලා කියන්නේ no you can't load 32 GB තියෙන එකකට මේ 8 GB තියෙන තැනකට 8 GB කියන measurement එක නේද? මේ capacity එකක් තියෙන්නේ. මේ capacity එකට 32 GB දාන්න පුළුවන්ද? දාන්න බෑ. So remember operating system එකේ kernel program එක. operating system එකේ kernel කියන program එක තමයි ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ basic එක. foundation එක. මේ වෙලාවේ computer එක run කරන්න අවශ්‍ය basic program එක තමයි මේ kernel program එක කියලා කියන්නේ. right? operating system එකේ kernel program එක තමයි RAM එකට load වෙන්නේ. මේ 32 GB ම load වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? necessary part එක kernel program එක. ඒක අපි හිතමුකෝ 2 GB කියලා. ඔන්න 2 GB යනවා. දැන් අපේ RAM එකේ 2 GB තියෙනවා මේ kernel program එක. 2 GB වගේ තියෙනවා kernel program. දැන් අනිත් ඒවා පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් 6 GB වල අපිට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් අනිත් programs ටික. ඒතකොට මේක manage කරගන්නේ. මේ 6 GB manage කරගන්නේ operating system එකත් එක්කලා. අනිත් 6 GB පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. දැන් මෙතනට එනවා printer එක ගෙනල්ලා ගහනවා. machine එකට ගෙනල්ලා printer එක ගහනවා output device එකක් විදිහට. ඔන්න printer එක ගෙනල්ලා ගහනවා. එහෙනම් මේ printer එක වැඩ කරන්න නම් මේ printer එකේ drivers අවශ්‍යයි. එහෙනම් printer එක ගහපුවම ටග්ගල් computer එක දැනගන්නවා right දැන් අපිට අවශ්‍යයි printer එක. එහෙනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? operating system එකෙන් kernel program එකට දෙනවා මොකද්ද? printer drivers. දැන් printer එක අඳුර ගන්න. printer drivers ටික ටග්ගල් RAM එකට දෙනවා. RAM එකට දීලා දැන් RAM එක අඳුර ගන්නවා. operating system එක පාවිච්චි කරලා right printer එක කියලා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ device එකක් printer එකෙන් print outs ගන්න ඕනේ. මේකේ color නම් color, black and white නම් black and white ඒවා අපිට shift කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. portrait the landscape the print කරන ඒවා control කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. so ඒ ඔක්කොම වෙන්නේ මේ printer drivers එක්කලා. right? Try to understand. Now the term operating system kernel. ඔන්න මතක තියාගන්න. kernel is the basic program. Why? This 32 GB whole operating system can't load into the primary memory at once because here the capacity is 8 GB. So because of that they are taking only the operating system program that is required to manage the hardware devices at that moment. ඒ movement එකට අවශ්‍ය දේවල් ටික තමයි load කරගන්නේ. So that is we are calling as a kernel program. basic program එක තමයි. operating system එකේ තියෙන basic program එක තමයි run කරන්නේ. ඒක තමයි boot වෙන්නේ. ඒක තමයි ගෙනල්ලා මේ primary memory එකට දෙන්නේ. primary memory එකට දීපු ගමන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? එයා එතන ඉඳලා control එක ගන්නවා. CPU එකට instructions ටික දීලා එයා control එක ගන්නවා මොනවාද කොහොමද input devices manage කරන්නේ කොහොමද storage කොහොමද primary memory කොහොමද CPU එක කොහොමද output devices manage කරන්නේ කියන එක එයා ගන්නවා then it will manage the whole operation ඕක තමයි වෙන්නේ right clear what I have mentioned මම කියපු එක හරියට clear වුණාද operating system එක කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක අපි කතා කරුවා operating system එක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් capacity එක සෑහෙන්න වැඩි හරිද මේ operating system එකෙන් kernel program OS kernel program එක will load into primary memory when you switch on the computer hරිද when you switch on the computer what will happen when you switch on the computer the firmware program going around the computer and finding out where the booting partition is. Bootable part එක තියෙන්නේ කොහෙද කියලා බලනවා. With the help of this firmware, it will take the operating system and put it into the primary memory. That is we are calling as a booting up process. එතකොට booting up එක කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Booting up process එක කියලා කියන්නේ taking the operating system from the bootable partition and putting it to the primary memory. So that process we are calling as the booting process. ඕක තමයි ඔයගොල්ලන් කම්පියුටර් ඉස්සරහට වෙලා ඉඳගෙන ඉන්නේ. කම්පියුටර් එක ස්විච් ඔන් කරලා ඒකේ වුණ කළු පාට අකුරු වගේක් යනවා ආරම මේවා ගිහිල්ලා ඒ වෙන කලින් මුකුත්ම පාවිච්චි කරන්න බෑ. When you come to the desktop, when you can see the screen and when you can click from the mouse and take the output, so on that moment we are calling as now the boot part is finished. Okay, right, hurry. So we'll go to our presentation. Right, booting process. Now I have explained about the booting process. The operating system is stored on the disk, secondary storage, or bootable CD, or bootable DVD, or bootable pen drive. But it needs to be loaded into primary memory. එතකොට secondary memory එකේ තිබුණයි කියලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. වැඩ කරන්න නම් මේ secondary memory එකේ තියෙන එක RAM එකට ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒකට හේතුව ඇයි කියලා දන්නවා. ඒකට හේතුව ඇයි කියලා දන්නවා. ඇයි හේතුව? What is the reason? What is the reason? Why it is taken to RAM? Why it is taken to the RAM? We can keep it on the backing storage. No? Secondary storage එක තියන්න පුළුවන්. Why we are taking it to primary memory? Why we are taking it to RAM? ඇයි RAM එකටද ගන්න එක? Why we are taking it to RAM? කල්පනා කරන්න දැන් නිකන් ඉන්න එපා කල්පනා කරන්න. මේ බුද්ධියකට කරගෙන නම් ඉන්න එපා. හොඳ ලස්සනට තැනක් තියාගෙන මං කිව්වා කොන්ද කෙලින් තියාගෙන කකුල් දෙක බිම තියාගෙන පොළවේ තියාගන්නේ කකුල් දෙක. උඩ තියන්නේ පුටු උඩයි අරවා මේවා උඩයි. කොන්දත් ඇද වෙලා බෙල්ලත් ඇද වෙලා right? දැන් මට කියන්න හරියට. Why it is booting to the RAM? RAM එකට දාන්නේ කවුරු හරි කියන්න උන්ටක් ගාලා කල්පනා කරන්නේ නැත්තේ right input device එක මට මේක හැමතිස්සෙම අදින්න බෑ RAM so this is we are calling as the primary memory then output device කවුරු හරි මට කියන්න මේ කලින් storage right storage and CPU okay ඇයි දැන් මේවා වෙන්නේ now they are mentioning here this has to take it to RAM. Why it is taken to RAM? We are having enough space at secondary storage no? I can't hear you. Tell me. ඇයි කල්පනා කරන්නේ නැද්ද කට්ටිය? නිකන් ඔහෙ ඉන්නේ දැන් සෑහෙන දුරක් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ මේ සිලබස් එකේ. output storage input මේ පොඩි කාලේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත ඩයග්‍රෑම් එක. පොඩි උනුත් දැන් කියනවා මේවා. Okay, so the operating system has installed here OS. Now when you switch on the computer, when you switch on, what will happen? This operating system has to take it to RAM. Operating system එක RAM එකට ගන්න ඕනේ. Why we are taking the RAM? Because the CPU can directly access this one. Right? This is slow. Data access speed එක slow මේකේ. Slow. Right? Primary memory එකයි මේ operating system එක දාගන්නේ. Because the CPU can directly access primary memory. Okay? The CPU can directly access the CPU. මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා තව මොනවද? cache. memory register. මතක් කරගන්න. Right? Cache memory එක. Now what I am doing, I am going here, right click, task manager. Here I have performance. This is my CPU. At the moment the CPU is working like this. At the moment the Wi-Fi connection is like this. So the speed and everything they have given and all the details are there. Right. So this is my CPU. So you all can see here how the CPU is working now, how the CPU busy. The CPU is busy 24%. 124 processes are going on. Inside that 2016 threads are there. Handles 56,400 something. So each and everything is changing time to time. So the L1 cache is 256 KB. L2 cache is 1.0 MB. L3 cache is 6.0 MB. පේනවද දැන් මේ කෑෂ් මෙමරිස් ටික දැන් මම මේක මේවා කර ඉද්දි නේද වැඩි දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ගෙන් මම අහනවා මෙතනින් අහනවා can ඔහම ඉන්න මුකුත් කරන්න එපා can you understand හරිද ඔන්න මම ඇහුවා question එක හරිද can you understand කියලා හරි ඕගොල්ලන් දෙන්න බලන්න reply එකක් දෙන්න yes කියලා බලන්න wifi connection එක කොහොමද වෙනස් වෙන්නේ right මේ වල connection එක right පටන් ගත්ත ගම send and receive right මේ දේවල් ඔක්කොම වෙනස් වෙනවා මේ බලන්න වෙනස් වෙන විදිය right CPU එක එයා වැඩ කරන ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වුණා හරි right hard disk එක වැඩ කරන විදිය okay RAM එක how the RAM is working okay so the capacity right in use 3.7 GB so many things they have given page files page pool මේවා තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ මේ දැන් මේ ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ මේ දේවල් තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ right so here CPU just remember you are having some cache memories L1 cache L2 cache L3 cache right processors threads processors 122ක් යනවා මේ processors වල threads ඒ කියන්නේ process එක තවත් කොටස් වලට කැඩෙනවා the process can divide into sub processors so that sub processors we are calling as the threads ඒ threads handle කරන විදිය right දැන් මම මේ කියන දේවල් පස්සේ එක එක තේරෙයි දැන් දැනට වචන ටික මතක තියාගන්න L1 cache L2 cache L3 cache then the processors and the threads right I am closing this one now okay right ඔන්න දැන් මතක තියාගන්න මොකක්ද උනේ දැන් booting එකට ගියාම මම explain කරගෙන ආවා ඇයි මේ operating system එක RAM එකට ගන්න because the CPU can directly access the RAM so in between you are having cache memories නේද මොනවද තියෙන cache memories L3 cache L2 cache L1 එක තමයි ළඟම තියෙන්නේ that is inside the CPU then the registers memory registers we have learned about the memory registers that is also inside the CPU so these memories these are also primary memories these things can be accessed by the CPU directly memory register can access directly the fastest memory device in the computer but it has very low capacity you have seen here L1 cache is very low L2 then little bit L3 more than that but RAM is more than that storage secondary storage large capacity 1 terabyte 8 GB 6 MB think about the capacities right why the operating system is loaded into RAM because then only the CPU can directly access the operating system and can take the necessary instructions මොන විදිහට control කරන්න ඕනේ ටක් ගාලා instructions ටික ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ මෙයා RAM එකේ හිටියොත් විතරයි ඒක ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් කල්පනා කරන්න okay so here it has loaded into RAM once the computer is switched on and before any other program can be run අනිත් කිසිම program එකක් run වෙන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේ operating system එක load වෙන්න ඕනේ how it is done the term booting refers to the process of loading an operating system into the computer memory from the secondary disk okay secondary disk එක මේකට උදාහරණ මොනවාද it can be hard disk it can be bootable CD it can be bootable DVD it can be bootable pen drive okay right දාගන්න පුතා heading එක ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද නිකන් ඔයෙහෙ අහගෙන ඉන්න එපා කතන්දරේ ඔලුවට දාගන්න කතන්දරේ ඔලුවට දාගන්න නම් හොඳට ඉඳගෙන කරගෙන මම කියන දේ හොඳට අවධානයෙන් අහගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ okay right explain the term booting. Explain the term booting. Here the term booting refers to the process of loading an operating system into the computer memory from the secondary disks. Within bracket just write computer hard disk, bootable CD, bootable DVD, bootable pen drive. Taka liya gande. Okay, Puta. So what are the examples you can write? Secondary disks. What are the secondary disks? Secondary disks manatiyenne. Hard disk drive, bootable CD, bootable DVD, then bootable pen drive. එනේ වගේ දියා ගන්න. Okay. I think this is finished. Have you finished? Finished? කතන්දරේ ඔළුවට දාගන්න හරියට. Okay, good. Right. The term booting refers to the process of loading an operating system into the computer's memory from the secondary disks. එතකොට දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා bootable sector එක නේද? ඔයගොල්ලන් කම්පියුටරේ තියෙන bootable drive එක මොකක්ද කියන එක C drive එකෙන් තමයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ බලන්නේ. අපි එක ඉගෙන ගමු. So the term booting, this is okay. So we'll move to the next one. Booting process. So what will happen when the booting process is going on, right? Booting, when the user power up the computer, the CPU, central processing unit, activates the BIOS, basic input output system. When the BIOS activate karone, the first program activated is post power on self test using CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor memory. This checks all the hardware and confirm that all are functioning properly. After that, it reads the MBR, master boot record. මතක තියාගන්න මේ වචන. Master boot record, that is on the bootable disk. bootable disk එකක් තියෙනවා නම් bootable disk එකේ තියෙන master boot record එක. master boot record එක where the operating system store the kernel program එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ. Okay, in the boot drive in the accordance with the firmware bootstrap loader. So they are using the firmware bootstrap loader. With the help of the bootstrap loader, it will find out where the master boot record. Then the computer loads in the operating system in boot drive to the RAM. Boot drive ekindala it will take into the primary memory. Once this is performed, the operating system take over the control of the computer and display the user interface to the user. Then when it's displaying the user interface, then only you can work. Now think, when you switch off your mobile phone and when you load, what will happen? It will take some time to load the interface. After the interface load, then only you can work. Same thing happen in the computer. When you switch on from the button, what will happen? It will take some time. You can see some black screen are going on, some white text are going on. Then it will take some time to load the user interface. Then it will load in the desktop. So with that interface, what you can do, graphical interface, you can start your work. Okay, till that process, it will do some functions. So these are the functions. It will take the BIOS, then post program and check the hardware devices. If the hardware devices are functioning properly, it will check the master boot record. With the help of the bootstrap load, it will take the operating system and put it into the RAM. Then it will take the control of the computer hardware devices. Now you can work. Right, හොඳට කියව ගන්න booting process එක. Now I am going to give, you have to write that. Right, ඒක ලියන්න ඕනේ. ලියන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා මම ඔයාලට කියවන්න දෙනවා. Read it first. See the terms that I have used: BIOS, basic input output system; POS, power on self testing; CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor; MBR, master boot record; RAM, random access memory; bootstrap loader. අලුත් terms ගොඩක් එකතු වෙනවා. මේ terms ටික ඔලුවට දාගන්න පුතා. Right, this is the process happening in the computer. Every day you are switching on your computer. Every day you are using your mobile phone. So think about that. When you switch on, you think about the process. Then මොකක්ද වෙනව ඇත්තේ? Central processing unit එක. Right. Mobile phone එකේ central processing unit එක තියෙනවා. Computer එකේ central processing unit එක තියෙනවා. That is we are calling as a microprocessor. Okay. So the microprocessor working according to the operating system. Now you have switch on. When you switch on, what will happen? The basic input output system will be running. Then what will happen? It will activate the post program, power on self testing. When it's activate the post program check with the help of the CMOS, all the hardware devices are functioning properly. RAM එක හරියට වැඩ කරනවද? motherboard එක හරියට වැඩ කරනවද? hard disk එක හරියට වැඩ කරනවද? ඒවා ටික ඔක්කොම බලනවා. sound card එක අරවා මේ දැන් process එකට අවශ්‍ය මේ boot වෙන්න අවශ්‍ය process එකට අවශ්‍ය දේවල් ටික ඔක්කොම වැඩ කරනවද කියලා බලනවා. If it is working properly, then what will happen? It will search for MBR, master boot record එක හොයාගන්න. Master boot record එක හොයාගන්න, then what will happen? With the help of the bootstrap loader, it will take the operating system kernel from the master boot record and putting it to the RAM, random access memory. Now from the random access memory, it will pass the signal instructions to the control unit and taking the control over the computer hardware devices. Computer hardware devices වල control එක ගන්නවා. Then now it can do the functions and the user can involve in the functions. User ට පුළුවන් මේ hardware devices ටික වැඩ කරලා පාවිච්චි කරලා වැඩ කරන්න. හොඳට මතක් කරගන්න. දැන් ඔයා ගන්න ඔයා අරගෙන ඔයාගේ mobile phone එක කරන ඔයාගේ penciling ඔයාලට පුළුවන්ද select කරන්න? pencil අරගෙන select කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? බෑ. fingerprint එක දුන්නොත් අන්න පුළුවන්. panning ගහද්දි මේ icons ටික වැඩ කරනවද? panning ගහුණ icon එක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් ඒකට stylish එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒකට හරියන pen මොන හරි pen එකක්. නේද? ඒ screen එක select කරන්න. නැත්නම් fingerprint එකෙන් මේව කරන්න ඕනේ. Because electrons, there's a reason for that. Reason එකක් තියෙනවා. Think about that. Have you finished? Can you understand this process? If it is yes, can you write down this one? ටක් ගාලා ලියාගමුද? මේ MCQs වල අහලා තියෙන ඒවා තමයි මේ ලියන්නේ. So I have uploaded the note එක තියෙන ඕගලන්ට take that note over that you have to know these things බලන්න basics ටික ඔක්කොම දැන් මෙතන කියන්නේ කතන්දරය කියන්නේ මෙතන මේ කතන්දරේ මතක තියාගන්න if you can remember this story then operating system is really easy now last year also they have asked from the operating system for the essay question structured essay එකට මේ questions ටික ඇහුවා එහෙනම් මේක ඔයගලන්ගෙනුත් අහනවා right now මේවා ටික හරියට කතන්දරේ මතක තියාගන්න operating system එක especially these long terms දැන් අද අලුතෙන් එකතු වෙච්ච terms ටික power on self මේවා අලුත් දේවල් නෙමෙයි I have given these things on the first lesson and the second lesson when we are discussing about the abstract computer block diagram we have discussed these things මේ ඔක්කොම discuss කරුවා ලස්සන්ට මේ දේවල් ලියා ගන්න පාඩම් කරගන්න හැමදාම කරන process එකක් නේ computer එක on කරන එක එතකොට ඒ on කරලා මේ steps ටික මතක තියාගන්න බලන්න මේ දැන් මොනවා වෙනවද කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් හිතන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මතක තියාගන්න කම්පියුටර් secondary memory එකෙන් මේක secondary memory එකෙන් කොහෙටද load කරන්නේ primary memory එකට. ඇයි primary memory එකට load කරන්නේ? Because the CPU can directly access the primary memory. ඒ හින්දා ඒකට primary memory කියලා දීලා තියෙන්නේ. RAM is the primary memory. The CPU can directly access that. But in between memory registers, cache memories ඔක්කොම ටික තියෙනවා. ඒව ටික ගැන මතක් කරගන්න. Write down the steps. Write down this booting process එක ලියන්න booting process කියලා දාලා you will have to write down this පුතා finished හොඳට කියවන්න එක සැරේම මේක දාගන්න ඔළුවට මොකද්ද මේ කිව්වේ ස්ටෙප්ස් ටික කොහෙද ඔපරේටින් සිස්ටම් එක තියෙන්නේ ඔපරේටින් සිස්ටම් එක තියෙන්නේ bootable device එකේ මොකද්ද bootable device එක එක කම්පියුටර් එකේ hard disk එක වෙන්න පුළුවන් CD ROM එක වෙන්න පුළුවන් pen drive එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් but that is we are calling as a bootable device why the operating system has installed into the bootable device now what will happen when you switch on the computer when the user power up the computer the CPU central processing unit activates the BIOS එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ ඔන්න signal එක pass වෙච්ච ගමන් ඔන්න control unit එක එනවා signal එක එයා මොකද කරන්නේ BIOS activate කරනවා basic input output system එක activate කරුවෙන් පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ in the computer system the very first program is post power on self testing එකෙන් මොකද වෙන්නේ එයා check කරලා බලන all the hardware devices are functioning properly හරිද ඔක්කොම hardware devices ටික හරියට function වෙනවද ඒ කියන්නේ මේ boot කරන්න අවශ්‍ය hardware devices ටික function වෙනවද memory එක RAM එක bootable device එක අපේ motherboard එක නේද ඒ devices ටික හරියට communicate කරනවද ඒ ටික හරියට වැඩ කරනවා නම් then what will happen it will start loading the system then what will happen it will send the signal to the after it reads the master boot record මේක හරියට වැඩ කරනවා නම් it will read the master boot record එක තියෙන්නේ කොහෙද bootable device එකේ එතකොට ඒක හොයාගෙන ඉවරලා what will happen boot drive in the accordance with the firmware bootstrap loader කියන program එකෙන් තමයි master boot record එක හොයාගෙන ඉවරලා what will happen it will give into the primary memory that is RAM then the operating system take over the control of the computer system and giving an interface to work by the to work with the user එක්කලා වැඩ කරන්න ඔන්න user interface එක දෙනවා good okay 4 has finished others මතක තියාගන්න පුතා steps ටික මේ අද ගොඩක් දේවල් කිව්වා නමුත් මේ කියපු හැම එකක්ම basics දේවල් ඊට පස්සේ ටියුට් එක කියව ගන්න ඕනේ හෙට පුතා O level කට්ටියට seminar එකක් කරනවා O level ICT database ටික මතක් කරනවා කවුරු යාළුවෝ ඉන්නවනම් කියන්න මම දැක්ක ඔයගොල්ලෝනුත් ඇඩ් වෙලා ඉන්නවා කමක් නැහැ බලන්න ඒක question paper එක download කරගෙන බලන්න කීවල බලන්න මොනවද ඒ කියලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා same kind of things are coming with you all here we are using in O levels we are using MS Access but in A levels we are using MySQL so same thing okay same basic concepts others have you finished yeah you have finished but some are there are 23 now type your names also Buddha take the attendance type your names take this one so here mainly I have given the functions of the operating system okay an operating system right an operating system hari naam tiya type kare garada hari ati okay right so here you can see operating system is the program that manages the hardware and software resources of the computer okay so this thing you all have know so I said the computer operating system can perform two main tasks so that is managing the hardware and providing the user interface එතකොට මේකත් අපි ලිව්වා managing hardware කියලා කියන්නේ processor CPU එක manage කරන එක memory එක manage කරන එක device manage කරන එක file manage කරන එක security manage කරන එක network එක manage කරන එක මේ හැම දෙයක්ම ඔය wifi එකේ වැටුනේ නේද security management okay when you are like when you send the files, you are using HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol security. Okay, some encoding methods are there, encryption methods are there. Compress, you are compressing and you are giving a password, username and the password. Security management, security management, file management, files, directories, folders, files, directory කියන්නේ අපේ folder එක. Folder එක ඇතුලේ sub folders හදන්න පුළුවන්. Sub folders ඇතුලේ අපේ files save කරන්න පුළුවන්. So many things are there. So these are the things that we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, so in the computer there's command line interface. You can see here I'm typing cmd, command line, command prompt. So this is command prompt. Okay, command prompt. There's no icons, that is not graphical user interface. I am typing here dir, right? Okay, so I am typing root is not identified. Okay, right, so like that cd what will move to d drive, okay, dir, so it will give the directories. So I want to open the directory git, so cd git, I'm moving, so I have opened that dir. So what are the files inside that? So we are having MCQ papers and these things. So if I want, I can open this file, git, so exam support.pdf. So I can, if I want, I can open these files. මෙතින් ඔක්කොම PDF files අරම මේවා extension එකත් එක්කලා we can see these ones. හරිද? Okay, this is command line. Okay, command line, right? Switch. So I am exiting. So with the command line, every time I am using commands. Okay, but in the graphical user interface, what will happen? Here we are having graphics. Okay, here we are having graphics. Through the graphics you can communicate. So these are the graphics. When you double click, it will open and you can see how the things are playing. So every time you are having the graphics. Okay, so graphical user interface, you are having icons, you are having files, you are having folders, right? So you can rename the folder. If you want, again you can right click and you can rename, you can give another name, new files, right? So I can give the names, rename. So these all the things are controlling by the operating system. Later we'll discuss about that. Okay, so that is all about the command line and graphical user interface, right? Then it will show with an diagram how the things are going on. Okay, so next day we'll discuss about that. For today we'll stop from here. So what you will have to do, first I have sent the notes, go through the notes, read it. Okay, and today whatever the things that we have discussed, read it, right? මට ඊළඟ සුමාට එද්දි booting up operating systems ඒ දේවල් ටික හරියට දැනගෙන ආව නම් ඇති. Okay, right, 5 we are still in 5.1. The note that I have sent you, just read it, try to understand, read at least 3 times. තුන් සැරයක්වත් මේ operating system lesson එක මේවා කරගන්න. read කරන්න 5.1 එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ලේසි. කියවද්දි තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන්. අද කියපු දේවල් ටික හරියට තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. Okay, right, can you understand the things that we have done today? The things that we have covered today, can you understand? Okay, good. හරි. හොඳට කියවන්න, කියවල බලලා තේරුම් ගන්න බලන්න, then read the note. Okay, for today we'll stop from that. God bless you all. If you have any doubts, you can stay here. Related to today's lesson, අද දවසට අදාළ lesson එකේ මොන හරි දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම් you can ask. Okay, God bless you, Buddha. God bless you. God bless you, Buddha. God bless you, Buddha. God bless you. Okay, Buddha. God bless. God bless you, Buddha. God bless. Yes, Buddha. What happened?